Hey everybody, welcome to a spoiler review with me and good old King Kansas. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent, Scotty. How about you, buddy? The question is how you are doing, not me.
I slept like a
Did you?
baby. Yes.
I'm surprised because I would expect you to be up all night, trying to absorb what you saw in the theaters, the day before. Right? Or the night before, I should say.
So last night we went to go watch Spider-Man: Homecoming. It was very good.
You can tell by Scotty's face, guys. He can't stop smiling, this man.
I got my Spider-Man shirt on still.
There you go. See, that's how much he loves what he saw.
So this movie opened up yesterday. I was very happy with the movie. You were happy as well?
Scotty, not only was I happy and you were happy, so were a whole bunch of other people. Because this thing opened up to $13 million for a Thursday night.
Yeah,
so it's beating every movie that's come out thus far, so far.
Yep, so let's get into the movie.
That's it, Scotty. Start her off, buddy.
Okay, so the movie opens up after the 2012 invasion of New York.
Okay.
So Adrian Toomes and his crew is there cleaning up the mess.
Michael Keaton's character, guys.
Yeah, which he did an incredible job. So they're there cleaning up the mess, and the government comes.
Yes.
To Adrian, saying, "Listen, we're here now. We're gonna clean up this mess. You're done," which was damage control.
That's right.
Adrian Toomes is like, "Well, you can't do that because I'm here helping my people.
Yeah,
my people have families. They need to take care of them."
Yep.
And the lady's like, "Well, I'm sorry. You're done."
Yeah, because he invested all of his money. He got extra trucks, extra everything to haul this wreck or garbage, I guess, Scott.
Yep.
And he's thinking, see, that's the thing you loved about Michael Keaton portraying this. Not only did he care about himself putting money in his pocket, but he also wanted to take care of the people who worked for him. The loyal people, right?
So they were told to get out. They got out. So they were in a warehouse where they hang out.
Yes, 8 years. Was it 8 years later or 8 months later? 8 months, I think.
8 months later.
I think it was.
So they're watching the news about damage control, and it's like, yeah, the world is changing. We should too. So then they have all the whatever they salvaged from the last time they were working.
In a truck.
They were making technology like weapons. The tinker was the one making all the technology.
The genius behind it.
Yeah. So then we jump a couple of years. I think it was 8 years later.
I think so.
So now Peter Parker is narrating his trip to Berlin.
Exactly.
He's like a film by Peter Parker. His vlogs were spot on.
It's like how a kid his age, guys, would film these things and present it to the rest of us.
Yeah.
It was funny.
So he's with Happy-Go-Lucky Driving. He's narrating with like a deep voice, like how Christian Bale did Batman.
That was funny.
And Happy's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm making a video. You know, you can't show that to anybody, right?" "I know. It's for memories."
What teenager or kid's gonna listen to an adult?
Yeah.
So that was cool.
So then he ends up going to his hotel room. He has his homemade costume.
Yes.
And he's filming himself, and Happy comes in. He's like, "What are you wearing?" He's like, "My suit." "You didn't see the case?" "What case?"
Yeah, seriously. That was funny.
What we saw in the TV spot or whatever. So then, you okay there?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go.
So he opens up the suitcase. His Spider-Man suit was there. And he was flipping out because, he's like, "Hey, it's my favorite suit." I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So then he puts it on, he goes to the battle, and he's filming himself. He's like, "Whoa, look, that's Captain America. Oh, who's that new guy on the roof?" He's like, "Oh, that's my cue to go."
Yeah, it was cool. Behind the scenes kind of footage.
Yeah. He's saying, "Oh, yeah, I fought them, I fought this, and blah, blah, blah." Then you see Ant-Man growing. He's like, "Oh, he's big now, I gotta go." He puts the camera, and then you see him flying across the camera because he got
punched.
hit.
Yeah.
Then that was fantastic. And then he was vlogging on the way back home with Tony Stark. Tony Stark, a little smart ass over there, making smart remarks to his aunt.
Yeah.
So then they have a nice conversation. Iron Man's like, "Okay, you can keep the suit. Doesn't fit me."
Yes.
So he keeps the suit, but he's like, "Don't do anything stupid," which he's gonna do later on.
Yes. Well, he's a teenager. He's gonna get into trouble, and pretty much Tony Stark knew it. Just we didn't know how much trouble he was going to actually get into, right, Scott?
So when he got the suit, he had to report to Happy Hogan every time he did something or put on the suit.
Like his parole officer.
Yeah,
pretty much. That's what it felt like.
Exactly. So he was fighting crime, helping old ladies find their ways, bought a churro.
Yeah, he got rewarded for helping her across the street.
Yeah.
That's the one old lady. It was classic Spider-Man you would see in the comics, Scotty, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So then he finds people robbing a bank, going into the bank.
Yes. Those 5 guys who look like the Avengers.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, finally, some action. He goes and closes the door slowly, and he's debating on what to do. Should he put his hand?
Yeah.
Whatever. He's like, hey guys, you forget your PIN number? And then they start going at it.
Yeah.
And then they had the Chitauri technology.
The gun, yeah.
The anti-gravity gun.
Yeah.
And his Spider-Man's like, oh man, this feels so weird. I was like, that's Spider-Man right there.
And all that, Scotty, I love the fact that they didn't show you the whole fight scene in the trailer.
They only
It was
showed a
just
couple.
that little snippet. And you got to see that scene, guys. When you guys see that, holy crap.
Yeah.
Did they do it well, eh, Scotty?
It did. It was crazy. And then they destroyed the shop across the street.
Yes.
So yeah, that was crazy. What else happened?
From there, Scotty, you talked about Michael Keaton. From there, then he just went back to school, right? Because he was doing the homecoming dance or whatever, and that's when he's still bashful to talk to this girl of his dreams, Liz, and that's when his buddy Ned's are in the cafeteria, and we got introduced to Zendaya's character sitting near him, with her little Michelle, which I don't even know why she was in the film, Scotty. Should she have been in the movie, for God's sakes?
No, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, well, when we get to it. So they're just chirping each other. She does her one little liner, and they're just looking, and they're just in awe of her. And then
you guys are losers. Yeah, so are you.
Typical verbal interaction between kids at a high school, which was cool.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of got out of the Scotty. You know what? He felt and seemed like a kid at high school, pretty much, right?
Yep.
And then from there, what did he do, Scotty?
So he was going to Liz's party because he was invited.
Yes, they got invited, indirectly or inadvertently.
Yeah, because prior to that, Ned found out Peter was Spider-Man.
Yes.
So he's like, oh, I can't keep a secret, blah, 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 blah. It was in the trailers. That whole thing was in the trailers.
Guys, you have to see they're in gym class. You have to see that scene with...
yeah, because Liz is crushing on Spider-Man.
Yes.
And then Ned's like, Peter knows Spider-Man. And he just looks at him and is like, dude, what are you doing?
Oh my God. It's like the typical Scotty situation that your best friend would do, because especially when he's trying to help him get the girl.
Yeah.
And he puts him in an awkward spot. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
And he's like, yeah, Peter knows Spider-Man. He's like, yeah, I know him from the Stark internship.
Yeah.
And then Flash Thompson, one of the dislikes I have with this movie.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, and I have a date with Black Widow. It's like, come on, seriously.
Yeah, you know him and you know this, but come on, man.
Yeah.
But I guess that's how they wanted to make Flash, Scotty, unfortunately.
Yeah,
like, more like a mouthy brat, I want to say.
Yeah. So they're invited to the party. He's like, yeah, okay,
Through that hole,
you can come, just see if you can bring Spider-Man. So they go to the party. Peter's changing after he has a little confrontation with Ned. And then he sees an explosion.
Yes.
So he goes to investigate. Then he sees the Shocker, one of the two Shockers.
Yes.
And what's the actor's name?
Oh my God. And the comedian. Yeah, he's a comedian, guys. I can't remember his name, but he's well known. And he's trying to buy guns, right, Scotty?
Yeah, he's actually trying to prevent them from going anywhere else.
Because I just need a thing just to scare people. I don't need to blow the whole town or tear the whole place that he lives. So he is still a criminal, but he's not that kind of criminal that they were trying to sell him, right?
Just to defend him and his family.
Exactly.
So then Spider-Man is there watching.
Yeah, he ends up swinging his way, making his way to see what the hell this explosion is about, scoping it out.
He's watching, he's listening, and then his cell phone rings. Gave away his location.
And who was the guy calling on his cell phone, Scotty?
Ned.
His buddy.
His best friend was calling him. Like, you're so stupid, turn off your cell phone. So then he starts to fight with the Shocker. Man, his first punch, man, he went flying.
Guys, that little drive scene that they're trying to escape, and he's like webbing just to hold up to that truck, and he's getting pounded everywhere in the street, Scotty.
Through garbages, cars, everything.
It was a cool, crazy scene. It's like...
Yeah, and then they end up calling the Vulture. He's like, boss, we have a problem. The tinker, the one answered his phone. He's like, yeah, boss, you got a problem. It's like, these idiots never learn. You gotta keep it under the radar. So Vulture comes.
That's the first time you've seen the Vulture and Spider-Man
interact.
the trait.
So Vulture comes, grabs Spider-Man by the leg, takes him really high up.
That was freaky. The way he just swooped right in like a Vulture would.
Yeah, if you didn't pay attention in that scene, you would have jumped out of your seat.
I'm telling you, it was all of a sudden, it's like, what the hell's up? And then, boom, it just grabbed him out of nowhere.
He came with a Vulture sound.
Yep.
So, grabbed him, and he's like, oh my god,
and by Spidey's foot. So you can only imagine, you're focused on trying to catch these two losers, and all of a sudden something just snares you out of your whatever you were trying to do, and he got pulled way up fast.
Yeah, because I think before he got snatched, he looked back.
He had a quick glimpse, but I don't think
his spider sense,
something happened there.
His spider sense was kind of like indicating
warning something's going on.
Yeah, so then he got pulled all the way up, and then you see his spider logo on the back flashing, and then the parachute.
Exactly. So that kind of had him break free from the Vulture's grips or whatever.
Yeah. So then he fell into the water. Guess who showed up? Iron Man.
We thought it was Iron Man, right, Scotty?
Well, it was Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
But saved him out of the water. They have a little talk. He's like, how do you know where I am? You put a tracker or something? It's like, yeah. And I put also this heater. Mm-hmm. You see the heater come, you see the smoke, the steam. It's like, whoa.
See, guys? There you go. Scotty just mentioned it. That's when comedy works. Right at the right time. Not like some other films, like people were crying, like Transformers, like Michael Bay would do his little stupidness there. This actually made sense in that scene.
Yes. And he's like, yeah, so how did you do this? He's like, well, I know everything. I'm the one that built your suit.
Yeah, because he said, so how the hell do you know where to find me? Or aren't you supposed to be at a certain part of the world or something?
Yeah,
I was in India.
In India. He's like, where are you? And he opened up the helmet. He's like, I'm not here.
Yeah.
I can talk to you wherever I am.
Exactly.
He was in India, right? Drinking and then all that. He's like, yeah.
Business meeting or whatever he was doing in there.
Yeah, he's like, stay out of trouble. But Peter wants to talk to him more. But then Friday's like, well, Tony Stark has disconnected.
Yep. See ya. Bye-bye.
Yeah, whatever. What happened after that? I don't even remember what happened after
that. He went on his way, got all disappointed. He went back to school to deal with some other stuff there with that, well, I want to call it spelling, but it's a math thing. Scotty, what was that? They were getting everybody together to decide to go to Washington, and he said he can't because he wants to follow.
Yeah, because he put a tracker. Criminals. He put a tracker on them. We forgot to say.
Yes.
One of those Spidey trackers.
And that's that's the next part of the film. Yeah. He goes to school. He talks to whatever. He goes, no, I'm not going to that thing. He wanted to get out of it basically because his mind was elsewhere, right, Scott?
Yeah. So then they found out that they're heading to Washington.
Yes.
So he's like, okay, can I join the team again? And Flash is like, no, you don't think you can just come back on the team and think we'll be with open arms?
Yeah. You want to make a bet?
The teacher comes, oh, hey, welcome back, Peter.
Yep.
So they end up going to Washington, but Peter has other things he wants to do.
Of course, he's there to track down where this little thing is, right?
Yeah, so they go to this challenge thing.
Math competition,
yeah. So they end up winning. Mm-hmm. So then they go to the Washington Monument.
Oh, wait. Mention where he got trapped. He was locked up.
Oh,
that was a cool scene.
What do you call it?
Where they recover stuff, guys, parts. I forgot damaged whatever.
Damage control thing.
Yeah, hangar or whatever you want to call it, bunker.
Yeah,
that was funny.
He got stuck there for 37 minutes because he was talking to Friday.
37 minutes. It was longer, but I think he was complaining or crying about his problems about this girl.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
So he ends up escaping. Because he had help with Karen.
Yeah, that's where he learns, guys, how to use a lot of his gimmicks in his suits. Because what's that stupid robot thing that was talking to him? What's her name?
Karen.
Or
AI.
Yeah, because originally it asked him, would you like to activate all your, protocol or your training protocol? And he ends up doing it, learning in there. Then he uses her to get out. And that's when he's trying to get back to not only the that competition, but to get to where they are because of that thing that was on the elevator with them, right?
Yeah, the bomb.
Yes. Now we're in the Washington Monument.
It was after the competition they won. And he's trying to call Ned.
Celebrate.
Yeah, he was trying to call Ned. Listen, that glowy thing you have is a bomb.
Exactly.
Take it out and you could see it starting to glow. And then it explodes. And then the Washington Monument gets damaged to the point
Big
where
time.
it was gonna break.
Yeah.
Michelle's there with Spider-Man, and she's like, "Oh, my friends are up there," and he's like, "Don't worry, ma'am, I'm gonna go save him."
Ma'am, you call her.
Man.
Like,
So he's climbing up the walls. He's
Yeah.
scared shitless because he hasn't been that high before.
yeah, it was tall, man. I couldn't believe that thing's that tall, Scotty. I knew
Yeah.
it was tall, but not that tall.
Yeah.
And you can go in the damn thing. I didn't even know. Sorry, our fellow Americans. The king did not know you can get in there. I've been to Washington, D.C., been near it. Didn't know you can actually go in it. But it looked cool from what we saw
Yeah.
in the movie.
So he needed to find a way in. So he used this tracker that was on his chest.
Yes.
Which he didn't know he had.
You were there the whole time?
He's like, "You were there the whole time." Oh, that's awesome, or whatever.
Because he needed to find a way in, right, Scotty?
Yeah. So they found the way in. You have to go through the window, like a little tiny window space.
It was small, man.
Then the cops show up. He's like, "Listen, identify
helicopter.
yourself. Identify yourself." He's like, "Oh, my friend's in there. I gotta go save him."
Yeah.
He breaks in.
Yep.
And just in the nick of time, as the elevator was gonna fall, he grabbed, like he saved it, and he grabbed everybody out.
Yeah.
And then the elevator fell when Liz was the only one left.
Yes.
And then he saved Liz.
Did you mention the part with when he did do that? As he was saving in the beginning, his buddy was all excited because he finally got the moment that he wanted Spidey to show up to make him seem that cool that they knew each other.
And then Karen's
Yeah.
like, "This is your moment. Kiss her."
And then Flash, remember Flash on top?
Yeah. So after Spider-Man was falling, Flash is like, "Do you know Peter Parker?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, you're gonna say, 'Are you okay?'" No, you're gonna ask, "Are you friends with Peter Parker?"
Exactly. That's what he cared about Flash. That's what, that was his thing. That's when
Yeah.
he got in, right? So
Whatever.
he saves her.
So he saved her, and
And
then
that's when you said that Karen says, "This is your chance, give her a kiss." And that's when
he fell.
he went down. It was kind of cool. I liked the fact that happened, Scotty. It didn't
Yeah.
happen, but boom.
Yeah. So then they end up going back to Queens.
Yep.
And then what happened after that? I think he got detention.
He got detention. He got in trouble. That's when the ferry incident happened, right? No, that's when that happened. The ferry incident. Mentioned the ferry incident,
Yeah.
and then he got detention and all that.
Yeah. So he ends
That's
up
a big part of the movie.
He tracks down the guys at the ferry boat because he
Michael Keaton, the Vulture, and
he
everybody.
spoke to the other guy,
Yes.
Glover. I think his name is
Yes,
Glover.
The comedian before when he was trying to buy guns, guys. That's the
Yeah,
guy.
so he gave him tips. Like, yeah, they're going to be on the ferry at this time.
Exactly.
If you want to stop them, they're going to go there because I have a nephew. We all speculating that his nephew is Miles Morales.
Yes, that's
Kevin Feige confirmed Miles is in this universe, but didn't confirm if that's his uncle.
That's the thing. That's what I'm wondering too.
But whatever.
That's cool. Little hint, wink, wink.
So Spider-Man goes to the ferry.
Yep. To confront them.
To confront them, stops them. He sees the Vulture sees everything from a distance, and he goes into this car, this truck.
Yeah.
And he puts on his Vulture suit and he starts fighting Spider-Man.
That's sick.
And also, who made an appearance in that ferry? Matt Gergen.
Yes.
Which was shocker. And the theater was like, Matt Gergen, that guy sounds familiar. I went to Good Old King, like, Matt Gergen, who is he? And he's like, Scorpion. I was like, that's who he is.
So guys, they're setting up possible villain for the sequel.
Did you pay attention on his neck? He had a scorpion tattoo.
Yes, he did.
I didn't pay attention to
Scotty, you're trying to absorb the whole scene because there's so much going on in that little scene. You see those guys because apparently Michael Keaton's character and him were making a big deal for these weapons or something.
Yeah.
And that's what Spider-Man got involved. You had FBI agents.
FBI,
you name it, right?
FBI showed up and everything. So he was fighting the Vulture. The Vulture lost his gun.
Yes.
So the gun is on the floor. Spider-Man webs it up, but it still explodes.
Exactly.
It blows up the whole ferry. The ferry starts to split, and then he does what we all say it was a Spider-Man 2 moment.
Yes.
He goes, webs up everything.
Just to try and keep it from separating or splitting guys,
Yeah.
trying to save the people
Yeah.
on there. But Scotty, what happened, buddy?
So he's holding it with his life. You can see his muscles struggling. It was crazy. The CGI was well done on that part.
Big time.
And then prior to saving everybody, he had a phone call with Tony Stark. He's like, listen, I'm at band practice. I can't talk.
Yeah, what's that noise?
Yeah. So Tony Stark comes, saves the
He
boat.
knew better, trust me. He knew that a teenager to tell him the truth. Come on,
Yeah.
he's not that stupid.
Yeah. So
Thank God he did.
Tony Stark comes. He's like, yeah, band practice, right? Saves the boat, and then he has his little rockets or whatever that was coming.
Give him a help, yeah.
Yep. Put the boat back together. Iron Man is swinging around, flying around the boat to make sure everything is attached.
Yep.
Spider-Man's like, Mr. Stark, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I want to help.
Cold shoulder from Tony Stark, baby. I love that part.
Yeah, and Iron Man is like, you've done enough.
Exactly.
Stop. Just I'm gonna take care of it.
Yes.
And then everybody was saved because
Yep.
Iron Man had to come cover
Of
Spider-Man's
course, and that's
ass,
when
right?
they had that big talk, Scotty, right? Because Iron Man went to go, oh, you're not even here, buddy. You're not even in the suit.
Yeah. So then he's sitting on the edge of the building. And then Iron Man comes.
Exactly.
Oh,
They have that nice little talk.
Yep.
Scotty, right? Iron Man decides to show up this time.
yeah.
Right?
So Spider-Man's like, you should have. Why'd you do that? You should have listened to me. Well, you're not here anyways. The suit comes open, like we see in the trailer.
Exactly.
He's like, no, I'm here.
See, Scotty, again, Marvel doing a good thing again. We saw it in the trailer, but we didn't see the whole complete scene to ruin the whole impact of it, right?
Yeah.
We think, oh, here we go. He's going to take his suit away at the beginning of the movie or whatever. And this is like what, Scott? I would say three-quarters
into
the movie kind of thing.
And he's like, I told you.
Yep.
I didn't want you to do anything stupid. What if people died? That'll be on you.
Yeah. And then the other cool part is Scotty goes, well, you're going to take my suit away, right? That's what he did, right? And he's like, I don't have no clothes. And what did he do, Scotty?
He's like, oh, that'll be arranged. But there was a good conversation between the two before that happened.
A very serious
He's
conversation.
like, what if people died, right? That would have been on you.
Yes.
But what if you died?
Yeah.
That would be on me.
Exactly.
Because if you remember, the Sokovia Accords happened because the lady's son died.
Exactly.
Right?
So he felt responsible for that indirectly, but it was them.
And he was getting teary too.
Yo, he was serious. He goes, I'm not going to lose you, kid.
I
He's
don't-
only, what, 14 or 15?
Yeah,
Scotty?
he was recruited 14.
There you go. So double pressure. Not only didn't he just recruit a possible new Avenger, it's a kid.
Yeah, he's like, if you died, that would have been on me, and I can't live with that.
Exactly. And then what did Peter respond back? That, oh, you can't take my suit?
Well, without the suit, well, first he's like, well, I'm gonna need that suit back because I need you to be better. He's like, I'm nothing without the suit. He's like, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it.
You know what? And guys, I'm telling you right now, that is 100% right. He said it, and I'm telling you, you felt when he said it, you felt it. You're like,
yeah, you're like, he's serious.
Okay, Dad. You know, that's what I felt like.
So then now we go to the part where Peter's like, I don't have any clothes underneath.
Yes.
And he's like, that could be arranged.
Mm-hmm.
But did they do the swinging? I don't remember in the trailer because I don't remember seeing that.
What swinging?
Remember the end of the trailers? Iron Man and Spider-Man swing?
No, I didn't see that either.
No.
I think it was just added for the trailer, just to it's Iron Man and things. So that wasn't even in the movie, as far as I know.
I didn't.
Nope.
Maybe it was. We missed it, but
No,
I don't think we would have missed it.
We wouldn't know it. That what I thought maybe was the original ending, and they kind of changed it. That's probably what I think happened, right?
Yeah.
But so he ends up going home with that stupid T-shirt. His aunt gives him heck. He says that he lost his internship. Then he gets detention at school, where Scotty was talking about earlier, guys. So everything's going down, and then that gives him a chance to focus on being a kid. His grades went up, all that other fun stuff.
He asks Liz to the date.
Yes,
or
and that's
to
when
homecoming.
Exactly, and that's when he gets all ready for the thing, learns how to dance from his aunt, and now he's going over
to her house.
And this, Scotty, this is where Scotty's saying this was the ultimate twist of everything, and we're like,
that was the ultimate holy cow moment.
And that whole holy cow moment leads into the bigger holy cow moment. Scotty?
Okay.
To the last segment of the movie.
Okay, so he's with his aunt, learning how to do his tie.
Exactly.
All that, learning how
Getting ready for prom, guys.
Homecoming, not prom.
Sorry, homecoming.
So Aunt May's there's like, okay, you have fun. Because I know life has been hard for you.
Yes.
I think she said us too, I don't remember.
Yes.
So go, have fun, make sure she has one hell of a time. Okay, he's all excited, he's ready. Knocks on the doorbell. Jesus Christ, who opens the door?
Scotty?
Adrian Toomes opens the door.
And if you guys don't know who Adrian Toomes, you guys should know. The Vulture. Michael Keaton opens the damn door.
And Liz Allen's father's the Vulture. And Peter's face just, like, it just sank.
I think Scotty, not only did his face, I think the rest of us too, we're like,
what?
We thought maybe Zendaya might have been connected to him instead, and you're like,
yeah, I thought that was Michelle's father.
It's like, how the hell is?
But anyways, his
that
face
was so cool.
His face just like, he couldn't speak because he was so scared. He was so scared.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, come on, Peter, let's take a picture and all that. He's like, and he was like, he was kind of scared. He couldn't smile.
Oh, it was classic.
And,
it was so awkward.
And Adrian Toomes noticed these things. He's like, he kind of sounded familiar, and he was scared shitless.
How a villain should, right, Scotty?
Yeah.
Put things slowly together, right?
Yeah. He's like, come on, Pete, what's the matter? what are you gonna do to my daughter? He's like, give her a good time. Right answer.
Oh yeah, it was so classic what a father would say, to his daughter going out with a guy kind of thing.
Yeah, so they're driving to the homecoming.
Yeah, because he offers to drive them.
He's like, I'm your chauffeur or whatever he said. And then he's like, okay, Pete, what do you do? He's like, oh, you're in the top school of New York. What do you guys do? You guys have your future planned out. And then Liz opens her mouth saying, oh, he's part of the Stark internship.
Yep.
And then Peter's like, not anymore. And then when he said Stark internship, he started putting everything together. The voice sounded familiar. He worked for Stark.
Yes. So come on, guys.
Yeah, so he's like, huh.
Because he's thinking that this guy trying to get close to my daughter to get close to me, maybe. Like, that's what he was kind of thinking towards. Like, that's what I would kind of think too, Scotty, if I was in the Vulture's position.
Liz leaves the car, goes into the dance.
Yeah, I need a word with him.
And he's like, yeah, I need to have a talk with Pete. Father talk.
Yeah.
So he leaves. He pulls out a gun. He doesn't point it at him. He
did such a good job, man.
He's like, okay, so I know you're Spider-Man. So let's get one thing straight. I'm here to protect my family.
Yep.
So if you ever mess with my stuff again,
my business,
you're done.
That's right.
He's like,
you didn't know what
he didn't.
I'm telling you guys, it was such intimidation, from a person an adult talking to a kid. You're like,
and Peter was trying to be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, trying to shrug it off, like, no.
He's like, no, I put everything together. I know you're Spider-Man.
Exactly. I'm no fool, buddy. Trust me. I have years on you.
Yeah.
Well, it was good, man.
Yeah. So he leaves the car, but he leaves the cell phone. Smart.
Yes, we didn't see him leave the cell phone.
No, but he did it secretly.
He did something. Yeah, we're kind of like, why is he taking so long to get out of the car? Thing, right?
So he goes to the dance, and he's like, I'm sorry, I can't stay. I have to go. Kind of just ditches Liz.
Yep.
Then he goes, puts his costume on,
his homemade, whatever the hell.
Then he goes, fights the vulture, follows the vulture, because the vulture.
Oh, no.
No, what?
Gets out, and who intercepts him with the school buses, Scotty?
Oh, right, the Shocker. Oh, I'm going ahead of myself.
Because the other Shocker was going to reveal Michael Keaton's secret, guy. So this is another guy stepping into his thing.
Yeah.
So he got disintegrated. That's funny.
By accident.
And so now this guy thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to stick up for my boss. And that's when he says, how did you know that he was going to whatever? He goes, trust me, kid. He knows a lot. They fight outside. And then once he does do that, Scotty, and then he gets his buddy Ned to go to the library. And this is a scene that Scotty wouldn't stop laughing in the theater, guys. Man. This probably was probably the best part for Scotty. I think he loved this part. Okay, Scotty, explain it.
So he's helping out Peter after the whole thing. He helped.
Yes.
Because he tracked Adrian to
where they're going to end up
to the Avengers Tower.
Yep.
Which was sold, by the way. We'll speculate after. Yep. The teacher comes in. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm not going to say because I know we have kids watching. He's
watching particular what?
He's watching particular things he's not supposed to. He says he's watching, but he's not actually watching.
He's insinuating, so he can kind of not try and get out, but he just blurted it out.
Yeah,
Scotty was.
I laughed so much I couldn't stop laughing.
He couldn't. You know when someone laughs so much, and then we had another guy, one of our friends with us too, next to me, and then I couldn't stop laughing myself. It was funny, but it was really funny. These two beside me.
It was so funny.
It was a good line though.
But yeah, anyways, happy you already sent the plane out.
Yes.
The plane is cloaked, but.
Oh wait, hold on. You mentioned that there was a big Spider-Man fight scene. Before that, between the vulture and thing, and the building collapsed on him?
Yeah, oh no, I didn't.
You better mention that.
So he goes to the warehouse where he's hiding.
Yes.
They have a nice talk, and then the vulture suit is flying around the building.
That thing was a weapon of its own, man.
He's like, what are you doing? Man, you're trying to hit me? You're not hitting me. He's like, oh, I'm not trying to hit you. He's like, what? And then the whole thing, the building just collapses on him.
Yep.
That was crazy.
That was a serious scene too, Scotty? When he couldn't get out of the thing, he was asking for help.
Yeah. And then he was stuck. He's like, someone help, I'm stuck. And then he saw his mask because he took out his mask.
Yes.
And he saw half the mask and half his...
In a puddle of water.
And half his face. If you remember the Spider-Man 2 poster with Tobey Maguire, he had half and half. I was like, damn.
Good reference.
A lot of reference to Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And then he got all his strength. He lifted up. And then
That's when he seen the Vulture, where he was right near Stark Towers with the airplane that took off, watching it, and he knew that he was going to go after whatever was on, because they had Iron Man stuff on there, Scott. They had the works, all the weapons and everything.
They had Captain America's shield. They had
everything.
They had Thor's belt.
Everything.
Okay. So now he's pursuing the plane. He gets into the plane. He's starting to steal stuff, and he puts like a little tracer outside, thinking that that's the plane. So they're like, "Where's this plane?" He's like, "It's on course." So that little thing was the actual plane that they thought
that
they were tracking.
drone, right, Scotty?
Yeah. So then Spider-Man and Vulture end up fighting in the sky.
That was sick.
That was crazy how they filmed that. It was amazing. And then obviously things go wrong. The plane starts to catch on fire. They lose an engine, and then they crash into like the beach.
Yeah, right by the beach or shore of New York. I guess New Jersey. I want to say Staten. Was it Staten?
Yeah.
Staten Island or whatever the hell? Because you could see the Ferris wheel that everybody knows that New Jersey's known for.
Yeah. So then they're all there, damaged and all that, and then Vulture grabs him.
Yes.
Like, you know how we see in the trailer, his like little things on his feet, grabs him, but Peter's knocked out. Like he's out cold. He holds him, and then he sees what he wants. He saw the little mini arc reactor.
Yes, it was a crate of it.
Yeah. So he saw that. He threw him to the side. He went to go grab it. Peter wakes up, and he's like, "Your suit's gonna blow up. Take it off. It's gonna blow up."
Yeah.
He's not listening. He's like flying around the things like ready to explode.
Exactly.
And then he webs him, pulls him back, and then he falls. I think there was an explosion.
There was an explosion. It short-circuited his suit that was going to start to look like it was going to blow up or whatever's going on. Magnetized or something. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Magnetized, whatever. Yeah. So something blew up. I'm like, oh, that's it. Vulture's dead. They're going to kill the Vulture.
Yeah, because there was like flames everywhere, guys. Yeah. Like he was in the middle of the flames. They knew that reached him.
Yeah.
Done.
So Peter goes in, he finds him, takes him out. I'm like, okay, he's dead.
Yeah.
Puts him down on the ground, he's still breathing.
Exactly.
Fine. Then,
that's how.
Yeah. So Spider-Man webs him up and all that.
Yep.
And then he goes back home, back to school.
Yes. Trying to live his life.
Yep.
Like normal.
And Happy Hogan was in the washroom.
That was a funny scene.
And there was a kid in the washroom, and they're washing his hands, taking forever.
Just like.
And Happy's like, just looking at him like, seriously, hurry up.
Come on, man. We're having conversation. You're just taking your time. This kid took his time, guys. Didn't even fast forward the whole scene, is Scotty? And then you had the nerve to look at them as he exited the washroom. It was like, come on.
And he's like, oh, Mr. Stark knew what you did. He wants to talk to you. And Peter's like, is he in that stall? he's like, no. He's waiting for you up north. He's like, whoa, okay.
And you know what's up north,
yeah,
Scotty?
Avengers is still
so then, before he does leave that, we forgot to mention the whole Zendaya thing that we hated with Michelle.
Yeah.
They needed a new team leader for their math, whatever, because Liz, unfortunately, because of the Vulture going to court, he didn't want him in New York, so they were going to move to Oregon. So he kind of said his goodbye to her.
Yeah.
He goes back into this room where they're having this meeting.
Yeah.
And then Liz says that one line, Scotty, that drove him bananas. I'll tell you right now, we're ready to punch the screen if it was close to us.
Now, that scene pissed the hell out of me. Now, in my first episode, I'm like, if she can play it, fine. But the way she was acting
and portrayed in the film, there was no need for her to say what she said.
Yeah, there was no way she could play that character. She's like, my friends call me MJ. I lost it. I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, no, you're not Mary Jane.
No.
Because the way she acted throughout the whole film.
And her name was not Mary in the film, it was Michelle. So how the hell we're taking the two initials, right, Scott? You were saying?
So her last name is Jones.
Okay.
So that's why they say
MJ together, for sure.
There's a little, I guess it's a knock to the Mary Jane.
It's a knock, but enough to get us mad and angry.
Yeah. So.
And that's when you go into the happy bathroom scene, and then now he's getting into, was it a car?
The car.
To go up north.
To go up north to Avengers.
So now, wasn't that a cool facility, Scotty?
So Iron Man's there. He's like, good job, kid. I'm very happy with you. He's like, come on, I'm going to show you something. There's like a chamber there with the Avengers. We saw it in the trailer, but we originally thought it was his suit that he took away.
Exactly.
Right? So it was there, maybe a few more upgrades.
Yeah.
It opened up. It was the Iron Spider suit.
Yeah, retooled, revamped, guys. It was like his original suit with more gold and metallic in it, Scott, I would say.
Yeah, which I was like, yes.
Hold on. Okay, that was a shock factor right there, right? Because he's like, yeah, you know, and now you can hear. He was trying to explain, here's a room for you here, everything to make yourself comfortable.
There's press and everything.
Yeah, so that's what he told him. That's the whole thing. He's like, you know what? Yeah, kid, if you get this, there's a room over here behind the suit there that there's like 100 reporters or whatever, press conference thing, blah, blah, blah. And who walks out, Scotty?
So first, this happens after. So after he says no, but he's like, "Is this a test?" Mm-hmm. He's like, "You passed." Like, okay, we'll call you if anything.
Exactly.
So he leaves.
Yep. So as he's leaving, walking to go back to Queens.
Yep.
With Happy.
Pepper Potts shows up. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Where's the kid? Where's the Avenger?" He's like, he decided not to do it.
He was mature?
He did a very mature thing, which he's like, I'm surprised about.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, now what are we going to tell him?
And Happy's standing here, guys, because he's like watching Peter leave. He's waiting with Tony and Pepper. And what does he do, Scotty?
He's like, well, we got to come up with something. He's like, here, I'll ask you to marry me. He's like, well, Happy had the ring. He's like, I had this ring since 2008. And they both looked at him.
Like, are you serious?
Are you kidding me? And Iron Man's like, give him a look like, are you kidding me? Just give me the ring. Yeah, I gotta cover it.
So as they were walking into the thing to address the press, he throws the ring to him, right?
Yeah. So then he gets back home.
Yep.
There's a paper bag with Tony Stark's message. He's like,
the suit.
I think this belongs to you. He puts the suit on.
And how does it end, Scotty?
So he has a suit, the camera's slowly going up.
Yeah.
He takes the mask off, and Aunt May is there, and she's like,
in
what?
the doorway.
In the doorway, she's like, what the
and it cuts off.
It cuts off. I was like, oh my God, now she knows.
And we're not just saying, what the hell? She's shouting it like, what the?
Yeah. I just hope she's stupid and she thinks that's for like a costume party.
Scotty, I don't think so. Because in the I think the new comics, she knows that he is. So now you can only imagine, guys, where he's not going to probably be able to be spied. Who knows what they're going to go from here? I mean, that's why he might not be in Infinity War, maybe, Scotty? I mean, he got in trouble. I don't know what's going on.
He's in both Infinity Wars.
So it's going to be interesting. It's so cool how it ended like that, Scotty. So that's how the movie began, and that's how it ended.
Yeah.
Now, post-credit.
Post-credit, Adrian Toomes goes to jail.
Yes.
He bumps into Matt Gergen. He's like, there's rumors going around that you know who Spider-Man is. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, if I knew who Spider-Man was, he would have been dead already.
Exactly, and his family came to visit him.
Yeah.
So he protected the kid because the kid saved his life.
Yeah.
Basically,
and saved his daughter's life.
Yes, and at the same time, I think he wanted, if he's going to go after him, he wanted to do it, not let someone else do it.
Yeah. So that's it, and then the second post-credit scene was just a troll. It was Captain America's message. Yeah, it's all about patience. And he waited all this time to be disappointed.
Yeah, it was just one of those stupid infomercials for the whole damn thing. Like, and it was just one of those at the end, and it's like, and that's what we got. That was it. No hints at Infinity War or anything crazy like that.
Nothing.
Just that maybe a possible villain, maybe the Scorpion showing up in the second
one. Okay, that's it for the movie. Now we don't have much time. We're gonna talk about our dislikes quickly.
Yes.
And our likes. I'll go first with my dislikes.
Go for it.
My dislike. Michelle character. I didn't like her at all. Flash Thompson, didn't like him either. Mm-hmm. He was too childish.
Okay.
There were some jokes that were unnecessary towards the beginning.
Okay.
But that's it.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Just those supporting cast.
That's right.
Scotty, I agree with you 100% with what you said.
Okay.
Mine, like I said, the only thing is I liked Ned, but I didn't like him. I didn't like the fact that they kind of replaced Harry Osborn, because that's Spider-Man's best buddy, but I understood why they did it, because they did it so many times in the previous films. They wanted a fresh, clean start. Flash, I agree with you. Flash has always been a jock. You should have left it, but I guess that was the only way they can include Flash Thompson in this thing to continue it forward. I didn't like the two Shockers idea. So I think that was kind of like, don't introduce a Shocker. They should have, if you're going to introduce him, have him as a baddie that he's fighting separately from the Vulture's little ring or circle of minions, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been cool, because then you might have been able to introduce other villains in there, like maybe the Kingpin, Carlton Fisk, that he was employed by him. So they did two characters, the Shockers, and even the Shocker was in for what, Scotty? A little bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So that was one. I didn't like the Captain America videos. You know, I know it was cheesy, done for whatever. It was shot previously for the first Avengers, Scotty was saying. I go, it would have been more of a fit, Scotty, if they tied it into Civil War, since he was from Civil War, that it was more relatable videos with him, like an updated version of Captain America, since they were referring to it.
Yep.
Fight scenes were good. The only thing I had bad to say about it, Scotty, a lot of the fight scenes happened at night, except for the one boat scene. That's it, guys. And end credit scenes for me too. They were weak. They should have been stronger.
Likes, I think we'll just agree on the likes.
Yes.
The fight scenes were amazing. The ferry scene, the final battle.
Storytelling, everything.
Storytelling was good.
Beginning to end was good.
Yeah, it was just good at overall film. Now, better than Spider-Man 2?
I don't know, Scotty. I have to watch it first before I can decide it, but it fits close to it.
Better than the Andrew Garfield movies?
Yes.
And I dare say it, better than the first Tobey.
I don't know.
As good as Spider-Man 2, not quite, but better than the first.
We have to watch it again to determine it. So what's your final mark?
8.5.
I give it an 8 out of 10. It could go up or lower depending on. We got to see it again because for sure we're gonna see it again. Just like other films, you get excited the first time around, and then we'll let it go from there. And then, like I said, when you were asking me earlier, better than Spider-Man 2, we don't know until we go back and watch these things because different technology, different fight scenes, different everything, pretty much.
Yeah,
right,
like
Scotty?
we do 100% agree on better than Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh hell yeah, the Garfield films, yeah, and it wasn't Andrew Garfield doing a bad job. It was the story was crappy and weak, basically, right, Scotty?
Yeah, better than Spider-Man 3?
Yes.
Okay.
And I liked it. I didn't love it. Too many characters, and this one was perfect. Not too many villains, just the one baddie, which we got, and I was happy with it. I liked it. So now, Scotty, before we let the people go, based on what we saw, we know that he made 13 million over Thursday. So it's projected from them originally. It's only projected 80 or 90 million, and then now they're saying 100 million. So what do you think this thing's going to debut over the weekend?
110.
You think 110? I think myself, Scotty, because I'm thinking maybe about 135, maybe 145. Because if a lot of people like you're excited to go see it, and don't forget too, we're going to be able to parents are going to take their kids to go see this thing, and then you'll probably go see it once or twice, just like me. Rewatch value. You're going to go see the damn thing again. So I'm thinking, guys, roughly, I'm thinking 145, but I think it's going to do well.
Yeah.
Is it going to be better than a Civil War and stuff like that?
No.
There you go. So you don't think it's better than Civil War?
No, Civil War was better.
So see, that's what I'm saying. It was a great film. Don't get us wrong. That's why we got the high marks, guys. One of the best films. And I'm going to say it too. Vulture was excellent.
Yes, one of the better MCU villains.
Villains, exactly.
Now, with all the movies we've watched this year, where do you rank this?
Rank? You're going to hate me. I know all you Spidey fans are going to shoot me here. Scotty loved it higher. I know that. Scotty, honest to God truth, my order from what we saw, I still love Wonder Woman as number 1.
Okay.
My number 2 is still Logan.
Okay.
3 is Spidey.
And
4 is Guardians.
Okay. And Transformers doesn't fit in there?
Transformers is a 5th.
Okay.
How about you now?
So for me, it's Spider-Man.
Okay.
Spider-Man took the number 1 spot.
Okay.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Logan. Guardians.
Okay.
And then Transformers.
Okay. Yeah, see, you have Spider-Man because I know you're going to have more of an impact.
And the thing is, if you go back to our top 5, our top pick anticipated moves, Spider-Man was not on the list.
Not even one of ours.
I was watching it recently. I was like, "Are you kidding me? None of us said Spider-Man."
We both thought Transformers was going to kill.
Yep, we did it.
Wonder Woman I had in my top 3. Scotty's still waiting for Thor 3 Ragnarok. So that's one of your other differences we had. But we had Logan, both of us. I had Wonder Woman, and we both had Transformers. You had Thor.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, Thor, you better
Thor's gonna be good.
Deliver well because this Spider-Man guy, he's gonna be tough to beat. I'm telling you right now because as much as I'm not gonna say I love this thing, like I'm gonna die.
I think why
it's damn good.
I think why I didn't have it because I was a little nervous.
Okay.
Because they screwed up the other 3 Spider-Man movies. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, and this film just erased the hell out of the last 3 by far. Like you said, I have to go back and see 1 and 2 to see if this one kills both of them, Scotty. Because I know what it meant to me to watch those first 2. It was more comic, I guess, serious. They followed the book 100%.
It was more cheesy,
more true, and whatever. This one is more updated, more whatever. But you know what? You have to be nowadays because there's just so many of these films. And overall, I recommended them.
Yeah, I recommend it.
You recommend it too?
Yeah, there's some jokes in the movie that your kids will ask you what those things mean.
Yeah.
But it will go over their heads.
No, and you know what, guys, too? Yeah, if you don't bring it to your attention, you're not going to notice it. Me? That was okay.
We're adults, so we notice these things.
Exactly. All right, Scotty.
Alright guys, if you guys like this spoiler review breakdown, hit a like, share, subscribe. Check out our other trailer reactions we do during the week. I did a Geostorm.
Yes, that was a good one. I like that.
Surprised no one or anyone hardly did a reaction for it. I'm shocked.
Yep. I think it's too early for it. That's probably why.
Maybe.
All those little Spider-Man movie that we just did.
So our episode is coming out today as well. We're just gonna do everything one day.
Lucky you guys, double Civil Canadians.
Yeah, double the fun. So then, just stay tuned throughout the week if we drop trailer reactions.
Exactly.
On his channel, he does talks, and I do.
Theater 31 guys, mini reviews, not like the Civil Canadians. I call it B level.
I'm more. I have more technology, so I have better ways of doing it.
He's the producer of the Civil Canadians.
Yes.
Okay. He has the tools. He has more fun.
And also my channel, Scotty V's Productions.
Yes, check that out, guys.
I uploaded recently 2 gameplays. Transformers Devastation and
Another,
Injustice.
That'll be cool.
So check that out. Alright guys, till then, be good.
Take it easy.